Ginger farming begins with careful planning because this crop depends heavily on soil health, moisture balance, and correct planting material. Farmers select warm regions with moderate rainfall and good humidity, as ginger grows best in a tropical to subtropical climate. Direct sunlight throughout the day is avoided. Instead, partial shade or diffused light helps protect tender shoots from heat stress. Slightly elevated land is preferred to prevent water stagnation, which can quickly damage ginger rhizomes. Before any physical work begins, farmers analyze soil texture, drainage, and organic content to ensure the field can support healthy underground growth. Land preparation is one of the most critical stages in ginger cultivation. The field is cleared of weeds, crop residues, stones, and hard clods using mechanical tools or manual labor depending on farm size. Deep plowing is done to loosen the soil, allowing ginger rhizomes to expand freely underground. After plowing, the soil is broken down into fine tilth, which improves aeration and root penetration. Raised beds are commonly prepared to enhance drainage, especially in areas where rainfall can be unpredictable. Bed width and height are carefully planned to allow easy irrigation and field management. Soil enrichment follows immediately after bed preparation. Ginger is a heavy feeder and demands nutrient-rich soil. Farmers incorporate well-decomposed farmyard manure, compost, or vermicompost into the beds weeks before planting. Organic matter not only provides nutrients but also improves soil structure and microbial activity. In many modern farms, biofertilizers and beneficial fungi are added to strengthen root development and protect against soil-borne diseases. Chemical fertilizers are not applied at this early stage, as the focus remains on building a healthy soil environment. Planting material selection is done with great care. Ginger is not grown from seeds but from healthy rhizomes. Farmers choose disease-free, well-developed rhizomes with visible buds. These rhizomes are cut into small pieces, each containing at least one strong bud. Before planting, rhizome pieces are treated using natural fungicides or bioagents to prevent rot and fungal infections. This step significantly reduces early crop loss and ensures uniform sprouting across the field. Planting is carried out during suitable weather conditions, usually at the onset of warm and moist seasons. Rhizome pieces are placed gently in the soil at a shallow depth, with buds facing upward. Proper spacing is maintained to avoid overcrowding and to ensure adequate airflow and nutrient availability. After planting, beds are lightly covered with soil and immediately mulched using dry straw, leaves, or organic waste. Mulching plays a vital role in moisture retention, temperature regulation, and weed suppression. Irrigation is applied carefully after planting. Excess water is avoided, as ginger rhizomes are highly sensitive to waterlogging. Farmers ensure that soil remains moist but not saturated. In the first few weeks, irrigation is light and frequent to support sprouting. As shoots begin to emerge, the field slowly transforms and farmers start daily monitoring to track early growth signs. The appearance of fresh green shoots brings confidence that the foundation stage has been successfully completed. This early phase of ginger farming determines the overall success of the crop. Proper soil preparation, healthy planting material, and careful moisture management create the conditions needed for strong rhizome development in later stages. With a solid foundation established, the crop is now ready to move into active growth and nutrient management in the next phase. After successful sprouting, ginger plants enter an active vegetative growth stage where above-ground development directly reflects underground rhizome formation. The green shoots grow taller and stronger, forming dense clumps of narrow leaves that capture sunlight efficiently. Farmers closely observe plant height, leaf color, and uniformity across the field, because uneven growth often indicates nutrient imbalance or moisture stress. This phase demands consistent care, as mistakes made here can reduce rhizome size later. Nutrient management becomes more structured during this stage. Ginger requires a steady supply of nitrogen for leaf growth, phosphorus for root and rhizome development, and potassium for overall plant strength. Farmers apply fertilizers in split doses rather than all at once. Organic inputs such as compost, tea, liquid manure, or bioenzymes are often preferred in early growth, as they improve soil life and nutrient absorption. Chemical fertilizers, if used, are applied carefully in measured amounts to avoid burning roots or encouraging excessive leafy growth at the expense of rhizomes. Irrigation management is one of the most sensitive aspects of ginger farming. The soil must remain consistently moist, but never waterlogged. Farmers adjust irrigation frequency based on soil type, weather conditions, and plant growth stage. During hot periods, light but frequent irrigation helps maintain soil temperature and moisture. During cooler or rainy periods, irrigation is reduced to prevent fungal diseases. Raised beds and proper drainage channels play a crucial role in protecting the crop from excess water. Weed control becomes a daily challenge, as ginger grows slowly in its early stages and cannot compete with aggressive weeds. Farmers rely heavily on mulching to suppress weed growth and retain moisture. Where weeds emerge, manual removal is preferred to avoid disturbing shallow ginger roots. Chemical herbicides are generally avoided, as they can damage young plants and reduce soil microbial health. Clean field conditions also reduce pest habitat and disease spread. Pest and disease monitoring intensifies during this period. Common pests such as shoot borers, aphids, and mites can damage leaves and reduce photosynthesis. Fungal diseases like rhizome rot and leaf spot pose serious threats, especially under humid conditions. Farmers conduct regular field inspections, checking the base of plants and underside of leaves. Preventive measures include maintaining proper spacing, avoiding over-irrigation, and applying biofungicides or neem-based sprays. In severe cases, targeted chemical treatments are applied carefully and only when necessary. Earthing up is an important cultural practice during vegetative growth. Farmers add soil around the base of plants, covering exposed rhizomes and supporting upright growth. This practice improves rhizome expansion, prevents sunlight exposure, and enhances moisture retention. Earthing up is usually done multiple times throughout the growing season and is often combined with fertilizer application. As weeks pass, the field develops a lush green appearance, signaling healthy crop establishment. Farmers feel a growing sense of confidence as uniform plants indicate successful management. However, vigilance never stops. Weather changes, pest outbreaks, or nutrient stress can quickly alter crop health. Regular observation, timely action, and patience define this stage of ginger farming. This phase lays the groundwork for underground rhizome enlargement. Strong foliage, healthy roots, and balanced nutrition ensure that the plant can support heavy rhizome formation in the coming months. With disciplined care and attention, the crop is now prepared to enter its final growth and maturation stage. As the ginger crop enters its final growth phase, most of the activity shifts underground. The leafy canopy above becomes dense and fully developed, while below the soil surface, rhizomes begin to thicken and spread. At this stage, farmers carefully reduce nitrogen inputs and increase potassium, which supports rhizome size, firmness, and essential oil concentration. Irrigation continues but with more control, as excess moisture can cause rhizome rot. The soil is kept moist, not wet, allowing rhizomes to mature slowly and evenly. Farmers frequently inspect drainage channels to ensure water does not stagnate after rainfall. Over time, visible changes in the plants signal approaching maturity. Leaves gradually lose their deep green color and begin to yellow from the tips downward. Growth slows and stems start to weaken naturally. These changes are closely watched because harvesting too early results in underdeveloped rhizomes, while harvesting too late can reduce quality and storage life. Experienced farmers rely on both visual cues and crop age to decide the right harvest window. Before harvesting begins, irrigation is stopped for several days to allow the soil to dry slightly. This makes digging easier and reduces the risk of damage to rhizomes. Harvesting is usually done manually using digging tools or mechanically on larger farms. The soil is carefully loosened, and entire clumps of ginger are lifted from the ground. Workers gently shake off excess soil, taking care not to bruise or cut the rhizomes. Freshly harvested ginger has a strong aroma and smooth, tender skin, indicating good quality. Post-harvest handling starts immediately. Rhizomes are cleaned using water to remove remaining soil and debris. Damaged, diseased, or undersized rhizomes are separated from healthy ones. In some cases, ginger is sold fresh directly after cleaning. For storage or processing, rhizomes are dried partially in shaded, well-ventilated areas. Direct sunlight is avoided as it can reduce flavor and cause skin damage. Proper drying helps extend shelf life and prevents mold growth. Storage conditions play a major role in maintaining quality. Ginger is stored in cool, dry, and well-ventilated rooms to prevent sprouting and rot. In traditional storage, rhizomes are layered with sand or dry leaves to absorb excess moisture. Commercial farms may use controlled storage environments to maintain consistent temperature and humidity. Regular inspection during storage ensures that any spoiled rhizomes are removed promptly. Yield depends on variety, soil fertility, climate, and farm management practices. Well-managed fields produce high-quality rhizomes with strong aroma, good size, and uniform shape. Beyond commercial value, ginger farming represents months of continuous effort, observation, and care. From soil preparation to harvest, every stage requires precision and patience. The completion of the ginger harvest marks the end of one agricultural cycle and the beginning of preparation for the next. Farmers reflect on lessons learned, assess results, and plan improvements for future seasons. Ginger farming, when done with dedication and knowledge, offers both economic reward and deep satisfaction, proving that careful stewardship of land can yield powerful results beneath the soil.